Hiyo ni saa ile tumefunga bao ama tunaelekea
Ruto must go! Ruto ende mtaa. Ukiabductiwa tunakuendea.
Bunge, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BAV. This is Bunge Audio Visual. So, welcome back, and thank you very much for the 280 subscribers you've given to me. And let me give you what has actually. Let me give you a breakdown of what has actually happened in the recent past. And just a reminder that this is the place where we break down the biggest stories shaping Kenya and beyond. And I'm your host Buffy, and today we are talking about a movement that just won't fade away. That is the unrelenting chants of Ruto Must Go. So what I like to say is that even months after the 2024 protests, Kenyans are still making their voices heard, where its concerts, its expos, and some of the churches or that the congregants are usually in, or even major sporting events that we recently witnessed in the country. The message still remains the same. And now you've seen the recent videos that have just been played before I started discussing about whatever I'm talking about right now. The videos have reignited the debate on on a global scale. And you've been able to see at the World Rally Championship, that is the Safari Rally in Naivasha, and the much anticipated Kenya versus Gabon World Cup qualifiers at Nyayo Stadium on March 23rd, 2025. The chants erupted once again, and this time in front of an international audience. So the question that actually came out is, so what is fueling the unwavering resistance? And is it about justice for past brutality, or a lack of trust in our leadership? Or has Ruto's fate for re-election already been sealed? So let's get into it. So let's talk about the protests that actually the protest that has never ended. And for this particular matter, what I can say is that it all started in 2024 with mass demonstrations over issues like high cost of living, the government corruptions, alleged state brutality, unresolved disappearances and abductions, and even the finance bill that was proposed but never took effect, because most of the people never wanted some clauses to be imposed on the financial bill, as they felt that it could have made them stretch deeper into their pockets, leaving them without anything else to survive here in Kenya. So lives were lost, and countless families are still seeking for justice, and the wounds are still fresh. And for many Kenyans, the fight didn't end when the streets went quiet. Instead, it evolved into a movement that shows up anywhere and everywhere. And as we talk about the global attention that has, after the chants Ruto Must Go were able to go viral, what I can say is that the two events that have taken this protest beyond Kenya's borders is the World Rally Championship, that is the Safari Rally that is in Naivasha, and the Kenya versus Gabon World Cup qualifier that happened yesterday in Nyayo Stadium. And about the World Rally Championship, a globally recognized motorsport event where thousands of fans are gathered, we were able to see people roaring engines, and also one sound stood out while they were on their way while they're traveling back to their various destinations after attending the World Rally Championship event. One thing we'll be able to hear from them is Ruto Must Go in the traffic. So we're also able to come across various videos of Kenya versus Gabon World Cup qualifiers at the stands, whereby the fans were watching the game that was actually had a game that was watched by international audiences was actually focused more on the resounding political message from the stands. And whatever they were trying to say was that this man by the name Ruto was supposed to go home. So what I can say is that these videos have gone viral and sparking conversations even among foreign spectators who are now asking why are still Kenyans at this particular point in time still chanting this statement by the statement that goes Ruto must go. And some were able to come up with various opinions or other sentiments on what might actually cost people to continue chanting Ruto must go in such a event that was supposed to be having that was supposed to be filled with joy and unity at the end of the day. So for many of us, this is not just about this content; it's about the accountability. And what I can say is that some of the brutal killings and abductions of 2024 left a scar that can't actually be erased. And the trust in leadership has been shattered, and people have refused to move on without justice. Since some of them actually never served justice, so they think that reminding each and every Kenyan that Ruto should go home by the time 2027 elections reach is something that is supposed to be in their mind. So in short, there is just a reminder that each and every time we gather together, we come together as citizens of this country, we need to remind each other that the president shouldn't be re-elected by the means of the ballot. He should go home and we should look for somebody else who's supposed to run this country. But the biggest question now is, has Ruto already lost his 2027 re-election bid? Because some Kenyans believe he has they have completely turned against him. Others argue that political tides can shift before then, because we've been able to see guys like Akina Uhuru Kenyatta. The first time, some people were able to elect them into office thinking that they could be able to change the country and take it to a better direction. But when the second term came in, I think most of the people were against Ruto, but Uhuru and Ruto, but they were still able to be re-elected into office by the Tano Tena team. And we also need to know that one thing is clear: the people are not letting this go this time round, because if you take a look at the bigger picture, with the 2027 on the horizon, this ongoing public dissent has been able to raise key questions. Will Ruto acknowledge the growing discontent, or will he be able to dismiss it? Of course, some of us are aware that his intelligence is on the ground, his intelligence is on high alert, and for now, I'm pretty sure he is aware. But you see, he has to act as if he doesn't know what's going on, because if at all he does so, it means he's going. Most of the people are actually going to be convinced that since this guy already knows he's going to lose, why shouldn't we just ensure that we serve him the same fate that he's already anticipating? But for him, is actually one thing I can say about Ruto is that he knows how to play the game of chess. He knows when to apply any tactic, or rather to unleash any card that is left in his pocket. And some people are also asking, can his government regain the public trust, or is the damage irreversible at this point? Since he's tried to reshuffle the cabinet, he's tried to reshuffle various principal secretaries, but I think things are not going the way he's anticipating or the way he's expecting. So many are left asking, will the protests return into the full force as elections approach, or the people are just left with only one option, to ensure that Ruto doesn't come back? Because at the end of the day, the main goal of Kenyan citizens at the moment is to ensure that Ruto doesn't get re-elected back as the president of the Republic of Kenya. So what I can say is that Kenyans are speaking loud and clear, and the real question still remains, is anybody listening? So give me your thoughts in the comment section, because that's it for today. And I don't know what you think. Will this movement continue to grow, or will it fade out before 2027? I'd like you guys to share your thoughts, and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, stay tuned, stay informed, and stay engaged, and always stand for what is right. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Kindly give me a like, kindly subscribe to my channel for you to be able to get more insightful content, not only in Kenya, but across the globe as well. It's your G Buffet. Stay tuned, stay safe, and I'll say adios, muchachos.